Now they'll run it on the toss. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Brooks to throw on first down. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll run it here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
To throw on 2nd down. Brooks. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Brooks now from the gun. He'll throw. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Smith catches left side. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Lucky 56.
Vick on 2nd down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Off the play fake, Vick. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Vick will look to throw on 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And out across midfield down to the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good. That middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Again, it's Vick. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and long for Vick. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Brooks to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Brooks, operating from the gun. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a 2nd down throw for Vick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Vick operating on first down. He can't get him down. Now he'll escape to his right. A dump underneath to Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Leopard! Leopard! Gun! 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 Gun!
From the shotgun, it's Vick. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A gain of 32 that time.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here's Vick. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. First target, first catch, and a first down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Detroit!
On second down, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. To throw, Vick. His throw caught at about the 5. And coughed it up. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Over. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Watch it now, Barney. Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Brooks looking to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun. Brooks throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Now Brooks to throw. Off play action. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. And an alley to run. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Brooks now, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
As
So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Throwing, Vick. Forced out to his left. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown, 49ers. Jarvis Landry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Three down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Set, blue, 90.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Brooks to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, that's caught by QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Charger first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Three down. Watch it now, Barney. Hurry up, here we go.
Now Brooks. From the gun, he'll throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
So here's Vick following the interception. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game. And
he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Here's Brooks. Off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On first down, Brooks, quick hitch, complete. It's Fuller, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. Now they try the right side here. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Now Brooks to throw. Operating from the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Francis. And he's got this down to the 35. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brooks now throwing on first down. Flush to his right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's fourth down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Gone.
And they'll run it here. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. In on the stop, it was Tarvarius Moore.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Over. Here we go now.
Brooks to throw on second down. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. And he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'll be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And maybe a final chance to get on the scoreboard here. This is 4th and goal. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Artie Burns, former first-rounder, there to break that one up. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you called it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, he just was unsuccessful.
Now Vic stripped, he lost the football, and this is recovered by the Chargers.
Well, that's one of those mistakes. That's a fumble that when they get to the sidelines, I know you're mad, Coach, but look, we've still got this locked down. But that's not necessarily true, is it?
Well, their hopes are slim, but you just hate to give them any hope. You could have sealed it right there.
Yeah, could have finished them off and taken away all hope, as we like to say.
The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. And And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
He'll get it up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. A big run there by Jones. Give him 42 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes their heart from them, and you see them start to sag, no better feeling for the team running the football.
Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. A give to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
No, check, Patriots!
And they try the sweep to Jones. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The Chargers getting set to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Vic's going to take a knee, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.